I'm just back from the inaugural 5-day cruise on Carnival Firenze, and I had a great time on this ship, the newest in the Carnival fleet. This video is a walking tour where I'll take you all over the public areas of the ship in just over half an hour. I have other Carnival Firenze videos coming soon, so if you'd like to see more, hit the subscribe button. It doesn't cost a thing. My name's Scott, and welcome to Let's All Cruise. Alright, let's start our tour here on deck 3. And this is the bottom floor of 3 floors in the Atrium, otherwise known as Piazza del Duomo. Duomo is the cathedral in Florence, Italy, which the Firenze is of course named after. There are 2 main dining rooms on deck 3. This is the first of them, Medici. Very unique style in this dining room, with the partitions sort of cornered off into smaller room areas, and the Firenze theme, Italian style decor, is very much present. Great service in here. Staff are very friendly. We've had some good food. Not great, but good. Some meals were better than others. So we're back in Piazza del Duomo, and we will head up to deck 4. On 4, there's a couple shops. More up on 5, starting with Carnival Adventure Shop. Just kind of outdoor gear that's branded Carnival. Next to it, Cherry on Top, which sells some toys, candy, other stuff for kids of all ages, maybe. It's a port day, so all the shops will be closed until we leave. Another shop here is where you get your Carnival branded t-shirts, hats, jackets. There's some nice stuff in there. Let's continue the tour on deck 4, and we'll check out the casino. Oh, it's open right now, but it was open last night. It was packed. There was barely a free machine left in the house. They have lots of table games as well. Even the fact the casino's closed, you can still smell the smoke. But the ship has a very pleasant surprise. I was not expecting it, but they do have a non-smoking casino. It is much smaller, but it does have some table games as well, and plenty of slots. If you do win, though, you're going to have to go back into the main casino to cash out. So just be aware of that. So I think they have 5 table games. Looks like blackjack and roulette. Well, let's continue on deck 4. There's a couple more venues down here. So something that's very familiar to regular Carnival cruisers is, of course, the Heroes Tribute Bar, which doubles as a sports bar. It's a tribute to all the US military, and thank you for their service. Now, if we keep heading down towards the aft on deck 4, going to come across the art gallery, of course, on either side, part of the hallway. Hey. This ship certainly has unique decor. I've spoken to regular Carnival cruisers who, I think majority of them, or actually everyone I spoke to, is really enjoys it. Let's check out Limelight Lounge. Now, this hosts the Punchliner Comedy Club. It usually starts early evening and often has late shows as well. Nice space. It's a little hidden. Deck 4 is definitely quieter. Deck 5 is the main inside deck with all the sort of main attractions on it. Okay, and we're now aft on deck 4. Back here is the other main dining room. It's on 2 levels. So let me show you the main atrium, I guess you might call it. It's quite an impressive space. I've not seen anything quite like this before on any cruise ship. The decor is, different. And yes, that is a replica of the statue David, which you can see in Florence. There is one addition in the mid-region there, which doesn't exist in the original. I wonder why. I thought Carnival cruisers were fun people. Okay, we're up on deck 5, going forward into the theater. As you would expect, the theatre is on 2 levels, and it's decorated in a very Italian style with crushed velvet seating. Hey, let's head back out and take a look at the rest of deck 5. So we're forward end of the ship right now, of course. On the left-hand side, we have one of the largest shops selling clothes, jewelry, and cosmetics as well. Also some essentials like sunscreen. Looking down to decks 4 and 3. Let's check out the rest of the shops up here. We're in port today, so all the shops are closed. Front Street watches ahead of us. And to the right of that, we have handbags and other accessories. These are pre-owned, certified pre-owned, Gucci, LV, and others. And of course, Effie with the jewelry. The other side, we're looking over to the shop that we started at, and Cloud9, which is the beauty salon. I believe that's a hairdressers for the most part. Cloud9 is also the name of the spa, which is up on deck 14, I believe. So here midships, we've got Bonsai Teppanyaki on the right. And on the left, we have the piano bar. Piano bar looks nice, but it's weird to me that it's stuck in a separate room. A lot of ships, the piano bar is maybe part of the main atrium area, which I think is really nice. Here it's separate. So we've got the casino below us. And over on the right, we've got Fahrenheit 555 Steakhouse. Hey. Very nice place. Well, let's head back out and see what else is available. Over on our right here, we've got Bonsai Sushi, sister restaurant to Bonsai Teppanyaki. Both the teppanyaki and the sushi restaurants are very busy anytime they're open. And right in the middle here at Midships, we have Amari, one of the bars. This is one of the main walkways inside of the ship. Another bag shop on the left, on the right here.
Okay, this is a really nice bar here in the middle called Frizzante, which, as the name suggests, serves bubbles. I think that's what's hanging down here, some bubbles. So we have, Prosecco, other sparkling wines, Italian cocktails as well. And to the right, we have Il Viaggio, or The Voyage, which is the Italian restaurant on board. Both this and the steakhouse and both the bonsai venues are extra cost. Sunglass shop here on the right. And Pixels, which is the photo studio. So you can check out any photos you've had taken on the ship here. You can also do that in the Hub app as well. Close to aft, but we're not quite there yet. We have the Tuscan Lounge. This is one of the main venues where they do events really throughout the day. An evening, trivia, music later on, things like that. Very, very popular. If you're into your trivia, towel folding, or other classes, they might be held here. And at the end is the Tuscan Bar, which is open pretty much all day. This is the only inside bar, as well as the main one in the Atrium, that's open for the whole day. There's other bars dotted around, but particularly on a port day, they may not be open until later. Okay, so let's head to the aft of the boat and Moda Bar and Lounge. Love this entryway. There's really cool seating on either side. And on the right, we're going to see a small stage in a second. They often have karaoke there. I think I've seen trivia quizzes as well. Really nice space, which leads out onto the terrazza area, which you can only access if you have a terrazza room. So that area is private for them during the daytime, but it does open up later in the day. I think after 7 p.m. other folks can visit it. The bar serves both the terrazza guests and the regular guests. Anyone can come into this bar. Okay, we're up here on deck 10. Lido Marketplace, also known as the buffet, is in there. But before we do that, let's just quickly head to the aft. This is the aft of the Lido deck, and we have the Versilia Sunshine Deck, or Sunshine Bar, or Pool Bar even. It's called the Pool Bar, that's what it's called. Back here we've got 2 hot tubs on either side of the pool. On either side of the pool bar, there are 2 complimentary dining venues. So this is Breakfast Shack in the morning with grits and biscuits, fried chicken, I think, as well. Later in the day, this for evening time, this converts into Seafood Shack for lobster and crab and things like that, but that is for an additional cost. But Chicken Shack and Breakfast Shack are inclusive. We'll head over on the other side of the bar. This is where you're going to find Pizzeria del Capitano, which is inclusive and is open basically all day and most of the night. I think it is open till about 4 a.m. They are making pizzas right now. There's nothing out. Okay, well, let's head on into the Lido Marketplace. Take a look. So it's quite long. It's on both sides of the ship, and I actually really like the decor in here. They're leaning into the Italian seaside theme with vintage posters, or maybe posters that are meant to look vintage. Anyway, it does a good job. And they've got these like beach, not beach chairs, like cafe style chairs. They've got some fake trees, some parasols, some umbrellas. It's a nice look. In terms of beverages, you've got a regular coffee plus decaf, some tea in the middle, and lemonade and iced tea is always available. Of course, so is ice and water. All of this here is complimentary. It's a little quiet today. This is a port day, so a lot of the sections are closed, but they still have the same selection. They just basically double everything up if it's going to be busier. They have some really good desserts here, and if you can see that, they do clearly mark allergens as well, whether things are sugar-free or, in this case, gluten-free. There's cookies. Bizarrely, the cakes are next to the salad stand. Today, I think the main event is roast turkey. Here on the left. Some other cooked entrees as well. Opposite, you've got a beer station, which you have to pay for. I think you swipe your card. They have 2 Italian beers. Sorry, 1 Italian beer. The other is an IPA. And a soda station, which has been out of order for the entire cruise so far. But if you want more food photos, I have tons of photos of what's been available in the buffet on my website. Check it out. That's letsallcruise.com. Every day you'll find salad and melon and other fruits available as well. So the seating area is very long. So tons of room. I've never seen this even close to full, which is really nice, and that's impressive for a ship that has over 4,000 people on board. Anywhere, I think, from 4,000 to 5,000, depending on, how full the rooms are. There's another food station on the left, and it's just repeating what I showed you earlier. So they can expand it and make it a lot bigger, for a sea day. All or nearly all of the stations will be open depending on the time of day. Now, soft serve and frozen yogurt are available on this ship. Today we have chocolate and vanilla froyo, chocolate and vanilla soft serve as well, and you can help yourself to this all day long. They have both cups or bowls available, as well as the little cones. Okay, so let's head out of the marketplace into the main part of the Lido deck. And here there are 2 more complimentary food options. So over here, we've got Guy's Burger Joint. Highly, highly recommend. This is the main part of the Lido deck. So this is the only other pool. There is just the 2 pools on this ship. And earlier the rooftops closed here, so that's really helpful when it's a cold, Pacific, foggy, coastal day. Over here we have Java Blue Cafe, which is additional cost. As well as the espresso coffees, they have various cakes, donuts, ice creams, gelato. That's all extra cost. If you want to see more about that or the cost of it, just check out my website, letsallcruise.com. Tons of seating here. If you want to be outdoors or indoors, if the roof is closed. So we're in deck 10 right now, but 11, 12, 13, 14, they all have cabins at the front, so we can't go any further forward. So we'll now head back towards the aft. This is deck 11, overlooking the Lido. Really pretty area, actually, but it does get really busy. For a large ship like this, It's not a whole lot of space. Really nice seating area up here. They have some books you can borrow. They have some games as well, things like Monopoly, Scrabble, chess, and others. Tennis table over there on the left. More really nice comfy seating here. And there is a bar here. It's not yet open. It'll be open later. There is one underneath me on the other side of deck 10. Other complimentary dining options on Carnival Firenze is Il Mercato, or the market. Meatballs and hot and cold sandwiches are on offer here. Okay, we're outside deck 11. I think one of the kids' clubs is coming up here on the left. There's actually a lot of seating out on deck. These loungers are all over. Today we're in Ensenada, and we have the Carnival Miracle in port today. Okay, let's head on back towards the aft on deck 11. And on our left, we have the sports court. Basketball, whatever, lots of things going on. This is the first time I've seen it empty. This is really surprising. Normally this place is packed. There's always kids. Okay, so here we are at the aft of deck 11. Again, it is a little windy out here. We're looking down to deck 10, the 2 hot tubs, and the pool. So they've got a lot of seating in the back. They've got these like clamshell things for 2. They look cool, but they're not super comfortable. I don't find regular loungers comfortable at all, so. Let's follow the jogging track. 4 loops of this equals 1 mile. Okay, so we've got the mini golf here and the ropes course above, which looks like it might be closed today, perhaps because of the wind. I thought I saw somebody on there earlier, but I did wonder if there were staff. All right, now heading back, we have a couple of really cool attractions here. The really nice thing about this ship is it has a retractable roof over the Lido pool. Now, this is California. You might think, well, do you need... Well, this is technically Mexico, but anyway, the ship's based in California. You think, do you actually need a covered pool? And the answer to that is yes. California coast can get very chilly. Yesterday at sea, we had a very, very windy and cold day, even though it was sunny. So the lid or the roof was closed, and it was great that they're able to do that. Okay, so we've got the water park area. There are 3 slides. I mean, they're basically all the same. There's just like the pitch of the slides are different. So there's a very gentle one, and then there's a faster one, and an even faster one. If you're big, I would suggest the steepest one because you're gonna get potentially gonna get stuck on the smaller ones, on the more gentle slopes. So up here in 14, there's a really nice feature. It's called Serenity. It's no extra cost, but it's adults only, so it's 21 and up. This is where you come for some peace and quiet or some serenity. You can check in and out towels here free of charge. There's one hot tub on each side. So again, this is an adults only area, which is nice. Nice decor. There's not a whole lot of shade. That's my only criticism of this. But there is a choice of seating, some loungers, some of the very thick cushions, which is great. And here's the Serenity Spritz Bar. There's a couple of showers up here, so if it's a really hot day, you can come and cool down. Makes a big difference. And there's some shady areas, but they're definitely at a premium. I'm very surprised to see these available. However, the air temperature today is somewhere in the 60s. So it is very hot in the sun, not so hot otherwise. Okay, so we'll exit Serenity. We'll head up. It's the entrance to the slides. Coming out the spa, you will see the slides. It's right in front of you. This elevator lobby, we're in the forward end. This is 8 elevators. The other 2 have 4 each. But right at the forward end of deck 10 is this secret patio deck. I don't know what to call it. I mean, it's quite small, but it's definitely not advertised. Looks like we can go down to deck 9. And I think this is as far as we can come on deck 9. Actually, some cabins here on our left. And down there, we're looking down to deck 5, Promenade Deck. And that's where we're going to go next. I think I'm directly on top of the bridge right now. Well, I'm back on deck 5. I'm at the forward end of the ship, and just to the left or right of the theatre, you can get out onto deck 5, the Promenade Deck. So let's take a look. So the Promenade Deck in this ship, it's part of a trend a lot of ships now have, is an extended, widened deck. The lifeboats are not here, so you get great views to outside, and they've added full height glass partitions to make sure that it's less windy out here. So this can actually be a really nice place to come. There's tons of places to sit. I've never seen it full. So let's start by going round to the forward end of the ship. So what are my thoughts after being on the Carnival Firenze for the last 4 days? I have one more day. It's my first Carnival cruise. It's been great. I can see why people love Carnival. I think if you're extroverted, if you like being around other people, if you like socializing and partying, Carnival is a great choice. I don't particularly fall into that category. Still enjoyed it. Food's been pretty good. Some of the complimentary food upstairs on deck 10 has been amazing. Guy's Burgers, are great. Tomodoro tacos are awesome. Some of the cakes in the Lido Marketplace have been great as well. So here are the front or bow end of the ship on deck 5. This looks out onto, I guess, a staff hot tub, which is not currently in use. And we can get all the way around to the starboard side. A bunch of the restaurants have outdoor seating. I don't know if they get used a whole lot. This cruise has been quite windy, so Bonsai Sushi is on our right. There's some really, really pleasant seating areas here on deck 5, so definitely check out deck 5 if you come on the Firenze. I really appreciate this style of ship with the extra space. Outdoor usable space on the Promenade Deck. That's really fun. Now, this is one more complimentary dining venue. This one is only open for lunch, usually on sea days. I haven't seen it open on port days. And this is as far as you can come on a deck 5 on both sides. There are gates which gives access to the terrazza staterooms. These are staterooms that actually open out onto the rear portion of this deck. Now there is a small bar here. I haven't actually seen this open. Again, it's been quite windy, so perhaps if the weather is better, that would be open. So I'm going to cut through Tuscan Lounge over to the port side in deck 5, and we'll walk back up on the other side and see what else we have on this side of the ship. So because the Tuscan bar is open all day, it's a great spot. You can just grab a drink inside, bring it out, and sit out, assuming it's warm enough. And this is the back of, I think, Il Viaggio. Yes, it is. And it has an outdoor seating area, which is covered in. I guess they can open up the plastic screens. They're down right now. But another nice dining option. Il Viaggio is a specialty restaurant, so there is an upcharge for that. And there's multiple entrance and exit points along the course of deck 5 on both sides, which is really, really nice. Selection of seating, some more comfortable than others. And I think we're coming up on the steakhouse here, which also has outdoor seating. They don't have the plastic screens, so I don't see any table sets, so I'm not sure that they'll be using that right now. So if you want more Carnival Firenze content, do subscribe. If you've enjoyed this video, hit that like button, but subscribe because I'm going to be publishing more Carnival Firenze videos. I'm going to publish a shorter edited tour, and there's also a stateroom tour, full tour of that. This is one of the coolest sitting areas, I think. And we're going to conclude this tour the same door that we exited onto deck 5. So we're looking to the forward end. We have been all the way around, except at the aft where we had to cut through because of the terrazza rooms. Back inside on deck 5 next to the theatre. After walking over the ship, I think it's time for a drink. Thanks for watching. My name's Scott. This is Let's All Cruise.